Howdy.
Yeah. So this is Windows. I haven't really done too much development in Windows, but it works. So I think I can just hit play and something will happen.
Nice.
I'm hoping.
Oh, do you want me to close this window?
Yeah, we can, totally can. Yeah, so we got the game.
That looks good to me.
It feels smooth, doesn't it?
It actually looks a lot better than on the M1, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you, if you kill that guy...
Yeah. I killed him.
I think there's stats that we can show here. It might be hidden in... There's like game view stats. I think it's in a menu that's maybe under the inspector. Yeah.
Okay, let's just get rid of the inspector, shall we?
Yeah, there's the stats button.
Give me my stats.
So we can see only 500 FPS, no big deal. That seems fine. That should be accurate. So
Wow,
it does look smooth.
500 FPS. So what is the CPU update? Is that what we're seeing right there for 500 FPS?
Well, that says graphics 500 FPS, and it says the CPU update is 2 milliseconds.
Well, this is a 60 FPS, 60 hertz monitor, so I don't know what that means.
I guess the number of frames it's getting from the card, right? It's just we're not doing anything to clamp that, so this is a uncapped frame rate right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I looked at this on the M1, and it was 200 in the Unity beta I was looking at.
And that's the one that
was the one that like the stats
ARM optimized.
didn't line up either. Yeah.
Okay.
It had VSync issues.
Okay. Right.
But this seems right. Like I think you have a gaming rig and you should be able to get like 120 FPS.
Yeah,
out of, like,
I mean the
Overwatch
graphics card
or
on this
Fortnite.
thing is just way more powerful.
Yeah. So like that actually seems kind of legit for what we're doing.
Yeah.
I like that we can see tries and verts and all that too. So.
Yeah.
Neat.
It's actually kind of shocking how many triangles there are right now.
We put some triangles in there. I think we can also do. Yeah, we can also like render it at 1080p and
Oh yeah.
should take it down
That's
a little
nice.
bit.
Yeah. This actually looks good.
That looks good, yeah.
Because I'm just used to seeing it all blown up at what does it start at 1x? I think that's even that seems a little bit too clean. I think it was like free aspect before.
It's free aspect.
It's 2x.
It's 2x, but
Okay,
it's just kind of defaulting to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This at 1x actually is a lot better. Yeah.
It is. Boy, all those sliders I've never played with.
Mm. There's some good stuff in here. I mean, I
suffer in silence.
I assume if you're developing, like you might want this.
Yeah.
It's probably nice to zoom in on that occasionally.
Oh, we can enjoy the bloom up close and personal.
Yeah, I like it. It looks great right there.
It's pretty good. Then on the left side we have Visual Studio.
Nice.
Which works.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really customized it too much except to get 1 or 2 hotkeys.
Okay.
To what I wanted it to be, but like there's some stuff in here. I think it's a little bit visually noisy. Like I tend not to like this type of thing. What do they call Code Lens is what they call it in Visual Studio. Visual Studio Code rather. But I don't know, these kind of like little pop-ups that they put over it. Yeah.
So is the Unity message? That's what you're hovering to get that information about how it's called. What is zero references telling us? Nothing, right?
Basically, it's telling us however, like, what other things are referencing it. If I open, like, a library, like,
I see, yeah.
Builder utils. We've got one reference for get terrain height. We've got 5 references to OK to build.
Okay, that's nice, yeah.
That's not horrible, right? I mean, this is what you get when you use sort of like an industrial strength IDE. You're getting all this, like, fancy stuff.
Okay, yeah. But I do see the visual noise.
Yeah. I like this sort of like line here is like useful 10% of the time.
You can turn it off.
Yeah. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it.
I'm sure it's Where are like disable invisibles or something? Or...
What would you call this? Brace line.
Indent.
Indent line is another one.
Yeah.
Indent marker. Okay. Indentation. Indent block contents.
I was to say their example doesn't show those lines.
It doesn't show those lines. This is C and C++.
Yeah, the text editor tab at the top or section at the top seems maybe Something in here, I bet, is probably it.
Indentation, text formatting.
Oh, this isn't a full list though. Okay.
How about?
Oh, you can probably turn off code lens right there.
Oh, what? Oh, is it there? Is
Yeah,
it called
it's right-
code lens?
it's right below
It's called
tab,
code
yeah.
lens. I disable you.
Boom. Already an improvement.
There we go.
Get
Oh
outta
my
here.
god. This is just what we're gonna do today. Is just
Yeah, it's fine.
optimize my VS Code.
All right. What about general? What do we got in general here? Right above code lens, or that? Yeah. Display. I like it. I like it.
Show editor squiggles.
Selection margin. I feel like a lot of this.
Indicator margin. I don't know. See, the problem is there's no apply button. I don't know if this.
I think it's doing it in real. Oh no,
Is it doing it in real time?
code lens showed up only when you hit OK. Let's see.
This is a problematic little widget. It needs an apply button.
Show editing context in editor. I wonder if tab space there is doing it. Because this is all under display, right?
Yeah. What? Yeah, I don't know. We're too deep now.
Okay.
We can't go back. How
Deal.
about block?
Oh.
No. Formatting, no. Indentation. Oh, we were already here.
Yeah.
Indent block content. Oh, well, we do want to indent them.
Yep.
No,
No.
this is format. Oh, this is like auto formatting. This is not like
And
visualization.
you're in C# again too. Yeah.
Advanced.
I feel like the editor tab was the. I don't know what these are tabs. Disclosure.
All right. Visual Studio.
There you go.
This
good
is
stream-
just a classic.
Good stream content, right?
Classic dad on vacation, just not asking for directions. That's basically what it was.
Yeah. How to reset DNS.
Vision. Yes. How do I fix my BGP settings when I can't get to the data center? Apparently, they had to hire somebody to like literally take like a saw.
That
in
I
the
heard that
cage.
today. Yeah, they like angle ground their way into it, which I love. It's great.
We were talking about Facebook being down, right? How much do we know about this so far?
Oh no, what is BGP? It's
What is BGP?
yeah. Is its boundary something like it's
It is the Border Gateway Protocol.
Okay. And the deal with this is that Facebook is large enough to operate their own DNS, so other services have like a border with them where they're like, we go to Facebook for these IPs.
Yeah, it's not crazy to have your own BGP border. What do they call it? It's an AN.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes
I
sense
literally
'cause,
just
like,
read about this stuff today. But basically, you have your network that is like coherent as a kind of like network unit, and it's an IP range. But the way that another such unit would know how to talk to you is basically through the BGP protocol. And BGP is essentially how these units know about each other in physical space, really.
Okay.
And they're essentially like maybe like a top level routing protocol, and then inside an AN you'll have your own little routing protocols
right.
that do this. And so this is basically
Right,
they
so
misconfigured it.
they disconnected themselves from the system that could have had any DNS resolver figure out where Facebook.com
Yeah,
was
like the
supposed to
doors
point.
of their office building were running up through Facebook.com.
I
right?
love that they couldn't use Messenger to ask someone to go to the building to unlock it. Like, it's so funny.
Yeah, it's always interesting to look at what infrastructure companies or like tool companies use when they can't use their own tool to do that kind of thing. Like, what does PagerDuty use?
I'm so curious.
Yeah, if PagerDuty goes down. And
I was surprised WhatsApp went down most of all, actually. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, that was an acquisition that was supposed to be end-to-end encrypted and be like the privacy chat for Facebook.
well, their domain TLD registrar
I guess so. I guess
is Facebook itself.
shit,
so.
you're right. I guess you take out DNS, you're fucked no matter what. It's so funny. I saw some folks being like, time to go back to just baking some IP addresses in your app.
Well, I don't even know if in this case, if you had the IP address to a Facebook server, whether it would even work. Well, first of all, TLS wouldn't work.
Right.
But
I don't think it
secondly, if
would've.
BGP is down, you're kind of screwed. But anyways.
Now, do you think that this was employee activism or just really bad timing that someone totally fucked it up?
Oh, because of the whistleblower as well. Yeah.
Like yesterday.
What's her name? Frances Haugen?
Frances Haugen. Yeah, yesterday
Yeah.
Well, and like that stuff came out like a week ago, but I guess it was corroborated yesterday by her being like, "No, I really did take this research from Facebook."
Did she quit, or is she still an employee right now?
No, she quit, and I guess I think the story is that she was a researcher there on the civic engagement team,
Right.
and the situation was like her team got shut down post-election, but pre-insurrection.
Yep.
When they were like, "Well, we didn't fuck up this election, so like we don't need civic engagement anymore."
Yep.
So I think she saw like all this research that was like Facebook clearly.
I was like scrolling through. It's like, do I
they're
want
all the same.
Do I want the Post? Do I want the Sun? CB? I'll do the Guardian.
You got the Guardian.
Yeah.
Trustworthy.
Yeah.
But my understanding is that like basically like Facebook had a large body of research from this smart research team they hired that was like, yeah, actually like we impact like government decisions. We know that we cause more like violence and strife than if we were not around. We know we harm like teenagers. And I think
like
she
a
was
3-minute clip of her on 60 Minutes, right? I think that's her.
That's
on
her,
60 Minutes.
Yeah.
On 60 Minutes, and she said something like they know for a fact that like an inflammatory post gets more engagement, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
When I think even after that, they know that like governments have made policy decisions based on what they could promote on Facebook. Like political platforms pick more incendiary politics now because otherwise they won't be shared.
Right.
Which is like some really fucked up consequences. And I think it's just like when she saw that they weren't going to act on it post election, I think she just started like copying the research to a personal drive and walked out with it all.
Yeah.
Which like fucking hero of the people.
Yeah, dang. And so is she like ready to?
She's testifying before Congress this week, I believe.
Is she ready to get prosecuted as well? Because it's coming down.
Whistleblowers protect you. You can't be prosecuted for being a whistleblower.
Well, how do they distinguish a whistleblower from just someone committing corporate espionage or trying to damage the company?
Oh, because I think she just went straight to the SEC and said like.
Oh, okay.
I think she went to the SEC and said they are lying to their investors about literally everything about their impact.
They did like let's protect the investor angle. That's actually kind of smart.
Yeah, it was like Facebook lies to its investors about its impact politically, socially, all this stuff. Like actually, they do hurt kids.
Yeah.
So it's like a big tobacco kind of thing where it's like, yes, we know they're selling cigarettes to teenagers. Like, do something about it.
Right.
It's really smart move all around. I think she's totally protected government-wise. I don't think they can sue her.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, good for her.
I'm very impressed. And I wonder if employees woke up to or saw us on Sunday and was like, well, fuck Facebook. Because I would if I worked there.
Do you think other people would do that? Like, like when how people started quitting GitHub because of the ICE thing? Mm-hmm. Like maybe one domino falls, right?
I wonder. It's so funny. I just got a Facebook message.
Nice.
Damn, they're back up.
It's back up. Yeah, I think it got back. I think. Well, to their credit, like a massive one-day, like a massive situation like this, they were still able to get it back online in like 6 or 7 hours, which honestly, as these things go, kind of suck. But like, man, if you didn't have as good of a team, that could go on for days. Right?
Oh yeah.
That kind of thing.
I mean, it's basically like someone rm-rf'd the root directory, and they're like, shit, we gotta go plug a new one in fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is, I mean, as far as taking down evil corporations go, this is as good as we get from the state, so.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, was there downtime related to this? I seriously doubt it.
I kind of do too, actually. Yeah. Like it's fun to believe that like someone decided to go like all employee activist like they did with the Trump account, but also software is fucking hard.
Software is just hard.
I've taken down prod before too.
Yeah.
Not this badly, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Slack had their own thing last week. We were trying to implement DNSSEC. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what that is. Somehow you like there's signatures involved with your DNS records, something like that.
I feel like that and all the like strange email signing you do for domains now, I don't understand and don't want to understand.
Right, for spam filtering and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we rolled it back, but then the actual problem was the rollback, right? It's like you kind of steer and you're crossing the line, so you steer the other way and then you drive off the road.
Funny.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Yeah.
We have a much easier technical problem to solve, which is how to get rid of these like hash marks for the blocks.
I forgot the important thing.
Yeah. Visual Studio, get rid of indentation lines. That's
a
what
good
I'm gonna
guess,
call it.
yeah.
Oh yes, Stack
All right.
Overflow.
All right.
This comes up every fucking time. I'm not gonna accept your cookies. I'm gonna confirm my choices.
I like that one of them was strictly necessary and you couldn't do anything about
Yes,
it.
I love this. Tools text editor shows structure guidelines.
Come on.
Yeah.
That is not what I would have called that. Text editor general. Oh, structure guidelines.
No. Oh, see, you
And
don't
there's
even
no
know
apply,
it.
you're
There's
right.
no
Yeah.
visualization, so you just wouldn't even know what it is. Look at that.
Much better.
Do you feel kind of naked now? Does it feel?
No, I feel-
okay.
I feel wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I can finally see the code.
Okay. We haven't really touched the code base since the last time we worked on this, which was a week ago, and it was a shambles. So, all we were trying to do was to get a cursor showing up in screen space.
Oh, God.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. It's been a week.
Actually, I did change a few things
Okay.
because at some point, this was actually printing. Was it this? It was actually a different display. It was the inventory display. This was actually printing the mouse coordinates into these two numbers because we had two numbers just showing up there on screen.
Oh, shit. That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of debug logs. So
That's right,
maybe
that's
those
right.
are the like tiny little incremental things that I have done in here.
Cool.
But we're still back in the position of needing to actually draw something into screen space where the cursor is.
That's right. Shit, where were we last time?
Yeah, right.
Because we're trying to do a different cursor for... We're trying to do a cursor for normal bullet and mortar, that we had the weapon switch going.
Yeah, so there is stuff like Unity custom cursor.
Oh, right, because there actually is that.
You can just set a texture. What I don't love about this is that, like, how would you rotate something? Like what if we had like what the cursor looks like in the Ascent? Is it's like a little like HTML bracket thing, right?
Oh, yeah,
it's
that thing's
like
cute. Yeah,
they're
yeah.
little brackets, but they rotate, and you imagine the bullet traveling through the center of the two of them, and so like wherever you're pointing.
So to me, this reads like the Warcraft cursor, where it's like your cursor becomes a little peon hand that's like been cut off from a body, right? Like you change the actual mouse. Like
Yeah.
it's like changing the system mouse UI, but I don't want that.
I mean, we could like update the texture as it rotated by dynamically drawing the texture again and moving it, but it seems dumb.
It doesn't sound right. Yeah.
It feels like we should just be able to like draw something in screen space. So maybe a better question to ask is in Unity, how do we get screen canvas pause?
Oh, right, because we're trying to draw this on the canvas in screen space.
Yeah, Kiki United mouse position on world space canvas. It's not a world space canvas.
I was wondering if that was part of the problem too, if we were like taking the mouse position in world space and trying to put it on the screen space pixels and losing it that way.
I think it's a version of what you were talking
Yeah.
about. Maybe we can take a look at the structure of the project again. Let me move this over. What I recall there being is in, what is it, scene 1?
Level 1, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
In level 1, in the HUD. Oh, wait, we have a prefab for the HUD.
We do,
not?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's weird how this goes back to it was that one column I added previously. Maybe it has like per folder settings. Like if I go in here,
I don't think.
I don't know what happened there.
I don't think the window gets copied over Git. I don't think we keep any layouts between machines. Is it
You're
Windows?
right. You're right.
Yeah.
But what was weird is I had it on a one column layout
weird.
earlier today.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, we're backwards. I got to rectify that.
Thank you.
This feels good, doesn't it? In Windows,
It looks
kind of
really- yeah.
nice and snappy.
It seems like our laptops run this at 30 frames per second. This is definitely running at 60 frames per second.
That's kind of my
It
feeling
feels
as well.
Yeah, and wait, can you save a...
Are you ready to be Windows developer?
Maybe. I mean, I feel like that was kind of a part of game development all along. So,
Okay, yeah.
can you like save a C# file and just like show me the money? I want to see that fast.
Oh yeah,
recompile.
let's yeah. Okay, it'll. I don't know how fast that is actually.
Yeah.
That feels like twice as fast as the Mac.
It's better.
It's better.
It's better.
Yeah.
I've been more impressed, but that's better.
I mean, you said the M1 was really fast for this kind of thing, right? Oh, that was a bit fast.
The M1 was more like that, yeah.
Okay.
So I think maybe that's we got the cold build, that was the hot build. Hot build's better.
Yeah. So what we're dealing with here, the HUD is a canvas, right?
Oh, you gotta bring back the inspector, maybe?
Yeah.
That is how you lose your column view.
Yeah, there we go. Dang.
And I do that a lot too.
Should I save this now?
Yeah, save it as default but better. Layouts. Oops.
The mouse is slipperier in Windows, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Default. What? Default plus.
Perfect.
Okay, so we have this canvas construct.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe we were trying to... I believe the little mouse cursor we added was in the canvas.
We were trying to move it around, right? Yeah, there's a cursor.
Cursor, yes.
And it's a little red dot at 0, 0. Yep.
Now, what we were doing before is we were directly applying the canvas... We were directly applying the mouse coordinates, which are in screen space,
Mm-hmm. To this.
to the transform of this object.
That's right.
But I think it's parented under the canvas, and then the canvas was somehow distorting it and basically giving when we actually debug logged the actual position. You can mess with that all you want, by the way. Don't be shy.
I didn't intend to tweak the knobs.
Yeah.
Or...
But it feels good, right?
This is I like this little yeah.
What's happening is the canvas does not render using screen space coordinates. It
Right.
has some kind of scaling applied to it.
Right, and the canvas has kind of like synthetic coordinates that are screen space. Is that what it is? Like this thing is 1500 by 769.
It's a weird thing, and then it's got that bizarre scale being applied to it, right?
Yeah.
We can see the scale over here.
Yeah, I love. And it's just like some values driven by canvas. Like thanks a lot.
So I think what we need to do is project the screen space coordinate of the mouse into the canvas space, and then take that coordinate, and that's what we set the cursor position to.
I noticed there's an option canvas scalar. We're in constant pixel size. This one down here. No, this entire thing where it's like, what's your scale factor? Pixels per something. And
Reference pixels per what? Per, I don't know what that means. Is it just not per unit? Okay, yeah.
And then what do we have under constant pixel size scale? Okay.
Scale with screen size, constant physical size.
Interesting. Huh.
Okay.
That I guess I feel I'm kind of in the same mindset as you, where it's like something is distorting our coordinates here, and
Okay.
it's probably something like that.
Was it client effects?
I think that's where we were putting it. Yeah.
That's a little slow.
Oof.
Screen cursor is here. I guess maybe we need to figure out where this is going to be called.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if only there was like a little references indicator above that.
That's true. Maybe we need to get that back.
There's none anyway.
Where were we calling this? Did we get rid of that code? Is that what happened?
Maybe.
It would probably be under player input, which is where we're messing with the mouse, right? Oh, we're dealing with it here.
Oh. Don't get that. Oh, we're not calling get screen cursor though. So.
What is wrong with us? Why does it need to be public? I think it was just hasty.
Probably doesn't. Yeah.
All right.
Wait, is public the only way we can actually set a reference?
Yeah, that's the only way we can set it. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I mean, we could instantiate it like this.
Yeah, we could. There's no reason not to.
Yeah, we don't want to make it prefab.
No,
let's not worry
we'll
about it
do it
right now. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, probably we should be calling get screen cursor.
Yeah, I mean, let's do that anyway.
Yeah. So I think what we're saying is like we essentially, this is like the wrong thing to do. We need to actually like get this in canvas space.
Mm-hmm. Though we are setting... Wait, what are we setting to false? What is the cursor there? Oh, it's the builder cursor. Okay.
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the naming should be build cursor here, now that we're... Okay. All right, so Unity, get mouse position in canvas space. Oh.
I have that question. But the cam...
Have you set the canvas scaler to screen overlay? No.
Have we? Yeah, that's faster. Okay, it's not an option.
Is there any kind of overlay? Well, screen space overlay. Ooh, I don't know if we wanted that.
Zoom out. It might still be good. What the fuck?
You're right. It's still good.
So okay, so is it now actually 1,500 units wide?
Good question.
Whereas before it was like in the camera. I mean, let's see if it's still there. Yeah.
All right, gotta back out.
Prefabs. Good memory. Well, that's wrong.
It's wrong. It's because we're not scaled. So it basically.
Oh, actually, wait. If you make this wider, it's actually not that wrong, is it?
Yeah.
You're in a very tiny window.
So maybe this is actually what we want, though, right? Like.
Yeah, do that.
Full HD. That looks correct.
That looks right. And there's no possibility we can't see the cursor behind our cursor, right?
Good question.
We can look for the cursor prefab in the scene hierarchy too.
Yeah. I mean, those positions look almost correct, right?
So, and if you move your mouse around. Okay, so they look sorta. The X looks almost correct. The Y looks totally bonkers. Are we negating the Y? Did I do that?
No, that looks good.
Huh.
Well, what is our origin point on the screen? Is it the upper left?
I kind of feel like it should be.
Okay, so what about the health thing, right?
Yeah.
That's 110 negative 20. So this is 0 0, but then Y decreases as you go downwards.
That's right.
That's a little bit unusual, but whatever. The metal panel is lower than that.
Mm-hmm.
The core panel is lower than that. You notice our 3D stuff isn't rendering anymore.
I did notice that.
Yeah.
Because there's no more camera.
Well, there is a camera, right?
I think if you go to the HUD.
Oh, I see. Right.
And change it back to screen space camera, I bet they pop back in. Yep.
Okay.
But you know what? Because render camera actually got wiped out when you did overlay. Yeah.
I see.
We did this before. We do need this one to be camera. We could make another canvas, but
Okay. Right. All right. So I think maybe the whole coordinate translation still matters, but let's actually, now that we've set it back to this, what are the you see how our coordinates are all really whack?
Shit.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah. So I think we have a coordinate space issue here. So what is it saying here? I like these
wow.
presented without comment.
And that's all you get.
Mouse position in world space canvas. So it should setting it to screen space overlay should just be direct, right?
So I mean, one thought at least is separate canvas.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think
Let's just make it easy in our lives. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, it's not. I mean, I guess we have no performance constraints for why we need one canvas.
Yeah. So this one needs to be screen space camera still. But then we can create a new prefab. How did you create this originally? Is it just a
create
a
UI and you get a canvas? Yeah.
Canvas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Overlay. We'll go ahead and just make that a prefab.
Nice. Oh, it was already, but okay.
Oh, it was already parented.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you do that the first time, it becomes an instance of it too.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
So this is an overlay now, and maybe what we just want to do is, can we copy this? Is that possible? Copy?
Yeah, I bet you can. Boom.
Okay.
Love it. Okay.
This is a 3D object, though. I'm a little bit curious exactly how this is gonna fly.
The cursor's a 3D object?
It is a mesh, right?
Oh. Well, can we go back to the cursor? Can we change it to a... Do we want it to be a mesh?
No, it can be anything.
Yeah, can we add just a UI element here?
Oh, yeah, we can. UI...
Image, probably.
So, if it's a sprite, though, we're back into just, like, setting the cursor to a particular image, right?
That's true.
Although it can be transformed, I think.
Huh.
If it's an image. Like, we could set the rotation on it, because it's just a game object, right?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, it lets you name two things the same thing. I don't like it.
I think that's okay.
What is our... I guess we did this because we wanted to have a couple cursors, right? We wanted like a red dot sight for crosshair. For the normal gun.
What is the least Nazi looking thing?
Holy shit, man! Crosshairs don't look good. Definitely not the one that is just an iron cross. What about gun sight as your search instead? Nope, I regret it. That was the worst search.
Reticule?
Excuse me? Wait, what word did I just learn?
Reticle?
Huh.
The same kind of thing.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whatever, these are fine.
most of them don't look
Which
like
one do you like the
Nazis,
most?
Yeah.
Actually, I think Crosshair got us some transparency, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm partial to most of these. I think honestly this one down here is kind of the classic.
This one.
Yeah. But so the cursor we wanted was the crosshair for the normal gun, the floor decal for the mortar, and then to be able to switch into build cursor when you're building, right? Or transparent object on the ground, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about basically 3 different effects.
Mm-hmm. Right, so the work we were doing, I thought, was just for like the single. It was just the single like one weapon cursor. The other two were going to be different.
Textures, nice.
Oh yeah, we have a textures directory. I forget what's in there.
Source image.
Mm-hmm.
Does it a sprite?
Yep.
Did that not get indexed?
Do you need to drag it into the textures folder in Unity for that? Nope, it's right there. I saw it. Oh, it's not in textures, but it's in the directory at least, yeah.
Okay, well, it's here.
Yeah, if you go back to cursor, you might need to make a new sprite out of it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, these are all like built-ins.
Yeah, go to the health bar file. I think that's actually where I've done this before, because this is a sprite 2D that contains, a ping.
Okay.
So we can create a new sprite 2D over here. No shit. How did this work?
No, I think I just didn't find it. How many engineers does it take to find the word sprite?
I'm not sure it's there. So can you find the crosshair in the Finder and drag it into here? I think it's like a slightly different.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we don't have a Finder. Shit, we're on Windows.
Well, yeah, we can still. I'll just get it to downloads.
Cool.
And
then somehow get there. What the fuck?
It is Windows key, which I have Windows and commands flipped on this keyboard, just because like I'm just going crazy on command, like copy paste, right? Okay, so let's actually rename this. Double click. No, I think F2 is what it is. I was wrong.
Come on. Is it enter?
It's possibly this is the wrong view.
I see. Because you're in recent.
Yeah. Technically, it should be plural, right? Crosshairs.
I think. Well, that's a good point.
Maybe that's what it's objecting to.
Damn. Crap. I do not remember. I wish you could just Google how to create a Sprite 2D.
Do I need to import it? Maybe there's
like an even. Oh, yeah, I see. I saw import new asset there. Yeah. I don't know about that. Yeah. Not helpful.
It's kind of the same deal. It's importing it as a texture, not a sprite, right?
Let's see what that one does.
You can drag a sprite asset right into the hierarchy by creating.
Oh, that's really stupid. Take the crosshair, drag it. Now take that and drag it in there. Fuck. No.
I'm afraid to click on this.
I know, me too. Link. I was like, I saw the raw image. Like, I'm like, oh no. Okay.
We need a sprite renderer.
Okay, but what is it showing us?
Okay, so maybe in the inspector, is there a new sprite up here?
On the cursor itself, can we add a sprite
component?
Or a sprite renderer, yeah.
Yes, but then what is the image? Maybe we just get rid of the image then? Is that...
Well, these look like the same thing.
They sure do.
No, it's still not a sprite. Can you go back to the crosshair texture?
Over here?
Yeah. Texture type from default to sprite 2D.
Fuck.
I know. You're welcome. I hate it.
All right, so I'm gonna apply. You better believe I'm gonna apply.
Oh, so check it out. It added a hierarchy in there now too. The sprite with a texture parented.
What does a sprite mean?
I don't know. I think it's intended to be sliced. Like
okay. Yeah.
You do like
so
a 9-way slice of it or something.
And the slicing is for.
Like you could do like I don't know,
animations
or painting if you wanted to paint a background with like edges. You can do that. Like you can do the 9 slice of a piece of terrain or something.
I usually think of like sprite sheets where you load the one image and then you. But that's just the texture. Anyways, many layers of abstraction here that are kind of mysterious to us, but now we can select it, which is fantastic. And now that's on the overlay, we can see it.
Oh, we can see it. Nice. It's hard to see it in the gizmo.
I'm gonna go ahead and save. Now you did some magic here to kind of make sure that it was oriented correctly. Is that right?
Well, I'm not sure, but if you drag Y up, or if you take the Y cursor and drag it up, Y goes up.
Okay, that's what we wanted.
Well, I'm not sure because we are at center.
Okay, well, I guess it's just we can transform in the code. So I guess I think what you're getting at is like does the mouse position translate?
Exactly, and kind of whatever the mouse position does, like we can pin it to the bottom right if we want, or bottom left, whichever direction we want it to match the mouse should be doable.
Okay, so the overlay should be in game now, and then we need to attach this to the client effects.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Cool. The fuck?
Oh, I called it cursor.
Cool.
Okay, that's level 1. And then let's go back to VS Code. I do like having a tiny always on taskbar down here, which is nice.
Really?
I think this is just my Windows lizard brain starting
something
to
in there
express
is working,
itself.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you should upgrade to Windows 11 so they center it and really break your Windows brain.
I actually wouldn't mind if this was centered. I was actually trying to figure out how I could center this right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
not right now, but
So maybe I should just
it's out.
update to it. It is out. I think it's out to. Well, they were rolling it out gradually, but I think it's out today, full on.
So if we play this, actually,
We just play this. I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna go back to what we had before. I don't love the way that these other things are named. It's really kind of hard to find out. But I think it wasn't a bad thing to have
the mouse position in there.
Yeah, metals text equals input mouse position x.
Mm-hmm. That's like a great debug.
Yeah. Now why? Can I for float to string?
That's a string, yeah.
The code intelligence in here is pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
It feels a little bit better than VS Code.
Yeah, I like it.
That wasn't too bad.
No, that's faster than ours.
So it's making a reason. Aha,
Hey!
It works. Whoa. All right. So the next question is, how do we turn off the regular cursor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would like that too. So okay, so that's really interesting. Great.
I'm into it.
Yeah. If we wanted the HUD to be one unit too, we could sort of parent both the camera space and the screen space canvas under a single game object.
How can I hide the mouse cursor? Screen show cursor equals false.
Where? Anywhere?
Where would we want it to happen? Basically, when a game level is playing, right?
I feel like Client Effects Awake is pretty good too. That seems like the place we're gonna.
Oh, fair. What was it again? Screen show cursor. What?
Oh, come on.
Archaic version of Unity are they talking about?
How old is the comment we're looking at?
It's probably from like 2010.
Yeah.
2009.
I'll get the cursor.visible equals false. Come on. I'll buy it.
Well, it's the only thing they're selling. Oh my god.
Boo.
Ooh. Oh jeez.
Boo.
Oh, barrel sync.
It's
That's
okay.
terrible.
I do like it.
I mean, it is good, yeah. Oh, it worked.
Hey, there you go.
Although it's very disorienting because now I don't have a cursor, so I don't know how to what was pause? I don't remember the hotkey. I don't even know if I'm over
We
it
have
right now.
pause? I don't think we have a pause.
What I meant is the editor pause.
Oh.
There's a hotkey for sure.
Oh, because there's no Oh, no. Oh, shit.
It turns the editor's cursor off. So if I go out, now I have no idea where I am.
No, that's
Whatever.
bad.
Whatever, this works.
It does, but how are you going to...
Did it just disappear? Oh, you know what? It's just jittery. It's for some reason it's like
I feel like
it's like freezy.
I think there's a frequent problem I see when cursors like enter and exit.
Yeah. Can I full screen this? What's the
Oh, you get the cursor back. So you had to click outside.
I clicked outside and then it
Okay.
came back.
Great.
Yeah, maximize. How do I maximize right now?
You right click on game and say maximize.
Oh, it's so clear.
I know. Oh, it's 1080p, so that's it.
I was being sarcastic, by the way. I actually kind of hate it.
Oh, I detected the sarcasm.
Okay, you were picking up what I was putting down.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We must have turned off turrets.
We did turn off turrets.
Great.
It was for our own good. All right,
So
so
the cursor's back.
the cursor's back. I think it's just because the scene hasn't started. Like if we restarted it,
It's like you get one basically.
you get one thing. I mean, we could do it on the update that turns off the cursor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because something turned it back on. I think clicking outside turned it back on.
Well, and we could even do like if I wonder if there's a check for if cursor in bounds visible false, otherwise visible true, right?
Oh, good call.
Because you're in negative. So if the cursor is
it is negative here, right?
you're getting we're getting it's actually kind of cool.
It like it's like a very narrow radius that I don't know what it's doing, but anyways, we can figure this out. How do we know what the cursor boundary is? There's probably like a screen, right? Screen dot height and width.
Sure.
And then what is our dimensions here? Is it negative? Where is our origin? Our origin, it appears to be the lower left, right?
And the cursor's getting all the way in there too. Yeah. I think as long as you move slow enough, we do get the full boundary.
Okay, so what this should be is that was a lot of value add that I didn't want. Update if this is a network behavior. It is not. It's a client. Sorry, there's some
No, you're good.
magic going on here that like cursor auto jumping that is a little bit disorienting.
No, absolutely. Relearning this kind of editor is the worst.
Return. Right, I bet Xcode is like this as well.
It's got its own problems, yeah.
Yeah. If 0 is less than, well, I think what we want is like what? Cursor dot visible equals 0 is less than or equal to the input mouse position dot x and input dot mouse position dot x is less than or equal to screen dot width.
That seems good, yeah.
And
then the whole thing
oh
for
man,
height. Oh,
I don't know the hotkeys here. Like if I do what I do in Mac, it's a little slow, but it's not horrible. And I need to use home and end. Good thing I have the full.
Does
keyboard
end
here.
take you to the end of the line?
Yeah,
Bizarre.
it does have Command D, which is good.
That's nice.
Yeah. All right. So we're basically saying as long as we're in the bounds, and actually I think this last one should be less than, right? Because you don't actually have pixel.
Yep.
Whatever.
That seems right.
Yeah. And then let's do the indentation a little bit better here. Okay. That's at least slightly legible. Okay.
Sweet.
All right. Now let's try it.
I could get used to that. The fuck?
Damn it, enemy tank! You almost killed me.
Huh. That's really weird.
It's almost as if the cursor's hitting the. It's hitting collision.
Wait a minute.
You see that?
That's not possible. Is it?
It feels like it.
Oh no. Jeff, how did we do that? It's a game. Is it because it's a game object? Oh, is the build cursor still doing its thing? Are we still sort of snapping back?
Yeah, but we shouldn't be adjusting the mouse position. Oh god, I can't get the cursor back because it's.
I was gonna say that didn't work either. Oh, now you got it. Wait.
I think our logic is opposite
It's
of what we want.
backwards.
Yeah, it's backwards.
Oh, it is. Yeah. I just put a knot in front of the whole thing. Because I do like.
Well,
I do it how you want.
actually this looks correct to me. If it's within.
If it's within, we have visible true, which is wrong. We want to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We want to negate the whole
You're right.
thing.
Okay. I got it. Let me be patronizing about it here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it in a way that like actually
Cool.
reads. I think this is an or, right? At this point.
Yep. Right. You had a perfect inbounds check, which was really really good. Yeah.
And this is actually less than or equal to. Does this auto format if I save? It doesn't. Okay, so that's the thing.
Oh, do you want less than or equal to on the last one too?
Oh, you're right. I'm not so sure about Visual Studio. Like VS Code still feels better to me right now.
I mean, VS Code is the better editor.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so our mouse is colliding is not what I expected to happen at all.
Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it? But we're hitting the world boundary. That's oh god damn it, enemy tank.
Okay, this makes a lot more sense, thankfully.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay, so why is it colliding?
Also, how?
Yeah.
What is doing that?
Does it have physics? It does. It says generate physics. It's a sprite. Yeah, there you go.
Should we ungenerate physics?
Yeah, we should ungenerate physics. All right.
Now,
how do we go to the prefab from here? Is it possible to just jump in?
Yeah, it is. It's the far arrow.
It's the little arrow there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a nice handy thing.
So if we select the cursor. But here's what's interesting. Like, we're using the sprite here. Generate physics is on the asset. We can turn it off there.
Oh, I see. Generate physics shape.
Oh shit! Oh, couldn't see the word shape before either. Huh?
Is that it?
I don't know. Do we need to apply? Like, I don't understand. Well, we just did. Let's find out.
I would have expected to see some kind of physics component here. Maybe an image is a pretty heavy value add here.
I suspect we are actually clamping mouse position in a funny way elsewhere. I think we're doing that.
Okay.
Let's see if this changed it. Because we did a lot of work to make sure you couldn't build outside of the game world boundaries, and I think that's still.
You're right. I think you might be right. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at that. That is in the player input.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what it is? We've got some early outs. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Like right there. Yep. So really,
why not?
This is just like line 1, right?
This is line 1. Yeah.
Cool. And then we can sort out whether or not we disable this one and bring the build cursor in and yada yada yada.
Yeah, I think the build cursor is dead. It has.
Well, I mean, we talked about it.
We actually changing the whole input mechanic, right?
Yeah, like a build mode where you are placing the shadow of the building.
Did we create that already?
No, we didn't do any of that. But it's like what the build cursor would be. We would just put a different model on it. And we need a nice transparent shader or something. So this should work now. I can't believe it was bound by the collisions. That's so funny.
Well, it's good that we're not generating physics for the sprite anyways.
I don't know what that would do.
Oh, God.
That
so
looks
pleasant.
like such a huge
Yeah.
relief.
Yeah.
Nice.
This feels good.
That looks nice.
This
And then
looks
if you
good.
move right outside the bounds, mouse.
Bang.
Beautiful. That looks totally right to me. That's
Oh, the game is so much better now. This cursor's terrible, by the way. We need to get a different crosshair immediately. I actually love how we just picked one, and it like size-wise is fine.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, it's like it's moderately okay. I'm glad it's transparent too. I was a little worried that it was going to do not that.
I am glad as well.
Okay, so given this, how do we switch to the mortar and paint that on the ground? Because that was our next. Because the position's still what we want, and we don't want.
I would rather do the build cursor first.
Oh heck yeah! Let's do the build cursor first.
And then, so what's the idea behind building? Do we hold down a button?
I think it was going to be. Well, I think either hold down a button or like press a button to be like.
To toggle into build mode.
Yeah, sort of in the. In StarCraft, you have like there's a hotkey for every building. You can like hit B and then you can build like B again for barracks or S for supply depot or something.
Yes. What does clicking on things normally do if you're having like an SCV or a builder guy selected?
Deselects it.
It deselects
If you
it,
do
right?
nothing.
Oh yeah, it's just selection.
Because
then you
everything is
then
modal.
you hit B to build, and then you're in build mode.
Yep, and you do. the only click shortcut they have is right click to move or attack. They have like right click is take a default action.
And then how do you get out of build mode? Is it escape?
You build.
What if you didn't want to build?
Then I think it's escape.
Then it's escape.
Yeah.
If you hit B again, it would build the thing that's attached to the B hotkey, or does B
It's like it's like a tree selection. So there's build and advanced build. Like there's the 2 build trees, and then build brings you into like basic buildings, and B would select barracks for your build cursor.
Oh, okay, yes, that's right. I remember
Yeah.
hitting BB, and then
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what we want?
I think I was gonna say I think that feels like a little overkill.
Okay.
But I kind of like the idea of build mode. Like we have our weapon hotkey. Like maybe we have weapons 1, 2, 3. Maybe if you hit B, you also get 1, 2, 3 as your buildings. So it's actually I said the opposite. That's exactly StarCraft. Except that maybe like if you have the wall selected, maybe you can like shoot a bunch of walls at once. Depends on how many builders we have.
Okay. So there's a mode for input, right?
I think that's going to make the most sense.
Is it mouse mode or is it just input mode?
I think there's input mode. Is it like build or attack are our 2 modes?
Yeah.
Not every attack needs to be a shoot. I want to put some non-bully weapons in here. I'm excited for that.
Okay. Check, shoot, check, build. This becomes like a thing, right? Like what we're doing here is we're saying if, or really switch, right?
Yep.
And we don't have an input mode yet. This really should be the first thing, right? This work? Oh yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. But it won't format.
No, it won't format for me. Well, little baby steps here.
Nice. Oh, yeah. I wanted to tab the line for you too. Damn.
I'm getting there. All right, let's just call this shoot.
Okay.
Shoot everywhere else.
I accept. Where is? Oh.
Okay.
Sweet.
Check shoot. And then also when we're shooting,
so
the cursor.
So we need to. Oh yeah. What does it say? I think that goes.
Check shoot.
Check shoot. Yeah. Each one can manage its own cursor basically.
Okay, and then when do we turn this off? Do we turn it off? Do we turn them both off up here?
Let's kill them both. Yeah.
Okay.
Or have a like prepare update function that just turns them both off.
Yeah. Set active. False.
Yep.
And then
It should be the whole thing. Get build cursor set active false.
set active true.
Good point.
How do I just think it's shift end? Yeah, there we go. Ooh, that's a muscle memory that's gonna be hard to
Ouch.
get. Build cursor set active false, and then this whole thing.
You know, we do so much with that. Like we actually have a bunch of things that are trying to set it true. So
Yeah, the build cursor here is interesting. I mean,
well, it doesn't show up out of bounds and it doesn't show up.
yeah, we should not automatically.
Yeah, I feel good about that actually.
We return because we know that it's off.
Yep.
And then we turn it on here.
Yeah.
And then we actually want
That was
stuff.
Yeah, but we need to change it to build cursor. Oh, that first line was good, I thought.
We activated.
Oh, he's already.
here.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just build cursor now.
Actually, I think all this stuff can be.
I've always wondered why the update and comments would be useful, and I finally saw an instance of it.
Oh, right. Yep. This is gone.
Cool.
And this okay to build check here doesn't make sense to me because we just did it, right?
And we're returning. Yeah. Yep.
And that is it.
That's it.
This, should we allow you to switch your build mode regardless of...
Well, the thing I like about having a toggle from build to shoot and back again is that we can have the same mode switch shortcut.
Yes, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. So it should be one button for all that, whatever it is.
Yep.
But right now, so we're only in shoot mode right now is what's happening, and there's no way to get to build mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we didn't break it. So then what's the E maybe? What are we using E for right now? Oh, this is the change to weapon mode. This should just be.
So we could do.
This should just be Q again.
Yeah, or vice versa. I was gonna say like Q is switch mode and E is switch specific.
Okay.
I don't know why I have like a left to right thing about that.
Yeah. So Q is switch mode and E is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we?
Ooh, even better.
Is it key? Key code.
Mm-hmm.
Input mode switch equals key code dot Q public key code.
That's where people are gonna think we're putting out a conspiracy theory, but that's fine. What's a good word for this? Sub mode select.
Yeah, it's like build. It's like tool mode switch.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
How do we check button presses again? Input key down. That's different than held, right?
Yeah, it should be. I think it's just a single press because it shouldn't rotate if you hold it down.
Yeah. Okay.
And input mode next.
Yeah, we need to make a next function, don't we? We do.
Oh shit. Yep.
Starting to get my sea legs a little.
I was gonna say, I'm glad I got one of these big keyboards too because it looks necessary. And then one missed one on line 25. Yeah, needs to be input mode count instead of weapon mode count. Nice.
Okay, and then this is rather than keycode Q, it is tool mode switch.
And so is that. Cool.
And we should be able to do this regardless of whether we're inbounds or not, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. In fact, this really should be the first thing. As should this.
Yeah. Cool.
Whoa, is this all... What is all this
White
fucking noise?
space?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's just noise. Show potential fixes. Show them to me. Invert if.
What? Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's full of shit. All right, let's see if that works.
Oh, it's still right.
Oh, it's right click. Okay, we should change that. tried so hard and then just gave up.
It's like, I don't want to do it. I refuse. Nothing has been as good as TypeScript.
No, TypeScript was really good.
Somehow they really hit it out of the park with TypeScript. They must have their best people working on it, right?
I bet so.
Oh, I'm still shooting with the left click.
Yeah, everything's left click.
Oh, I see. Yes. I think I got confused because I was trying to change my build thing. It's gonna take a while for me to get my muscle memory back. I'm not so sure about this particular configuration yet, but I don't necessarily hate it either.
I wonder. I'd be really curious to, since we're just in input land, do you want to grab a controller and try to wire it up?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Do we have a USB-C to plug into this? Because I think the DualShock board.
Yeah, they get the DualSense right behind you.
I still need to send. I broke mine. I have 2 of these now.
Okay.
I snapped the trigger off.
Oh man, too vigorous. What were you playing?
Maneater, the shark game. It makes you bite with the right trigger, and I just I bit too hard, which is truly embarrassing.
Yeah. I was playing the dance minigame in Lost Judgment, and my thumbs hurt.
Still no karaoke though.
There's no karaoke now. Yagami's a dancer. He's not a singer.
Crying shame, man.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you don't want to compete with Kiryu on the singing front.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying Lost Judgment?
I love it.
Okay.
It's.
Did you just start that yesterday?
Saturday.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
It's a lot sillier than the first one. The first one is pretty.
Good. The first one was too serious, frankly.
It's a little bit serious, yeah. I actually like that about the first one. This one leans a lot more into just. Like Kaito-san has all these like crazy lines, and Yagami just like looks at him, you know.
I'm digging it. There was one. Since I just played Judgment, there was one in like one of the final battles. Kaito's just like, "Let's all come together," and everyone looks at him and is like, "Kaito," and I don't know why, but like they managed to sexualize this very silly line, and I wish they'd done more of that through the game because it was a real goofy thing. So I guess they realized that was the. Well, look at this.
Okay, this looks worse. It's certainly better than a. It's certainly better than a. One of these.
Okay.
Because this for some reason this like.
The Switch one is special, right?
Yeah, it has like. If you it uses the same signals for some like this like it somehow like this knows how to interpret whatever the Switch is putting out, but you'll see this like flickering on and off. I think the accelerometer is somehow coming through on the Switch.
Gotcha.
I mean, it looks fine. Yeah, there's no accelerometer data. I don't care.
I'm trying to figure out why the Z. Oh, it's because I'm tweaking this subtly. Okay. It's so weird, and I like that the triggers actually get this like analog half pull thing. That's neat. Okay. Fun.
Right.
So if we play the game right now, actually, you should be able to. Do I have to restart it? Because when I plugged the controller in, the game
it should just be able to move around, right?
Yeah. Is it D-pad?
D-pad's not reading. Okay. Maybe Unity needs to get restarted.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. Yeah.
Do for safekeeping. Ooh.
And you are Unity Hub free, which.
No, I'm using Unity Hub.
Okay. Oh yeah. Boo. What? There's no splash screen on the Mac version. That's so funny.
I had to get Unity Hub because you have to be logged into your Unity account
to install Unity.
To open Unity.
Oh,
I don't know if you need a network though.
Okay.
All right. So you said this just worked for you.
It did. It did on Mac. Oops. There you go. Twice.
I do that all the time. Oh yeah. Totally works.
So we don't have.
And you actually go faster. It's funny.
That's fucked up.
You go faster because you can go like slightly.
Yep. Now, does X fire for you? I don't think anything does anything.
No, I mean obviously we need keys and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, because and it's because our movement is just get axis X and Y, but we don't have. Yeah.
Are you saying we don't have velocity?
We don't have. Well, if we noticed in the.
You can actually move really slowly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. No, because we're doing that, but the missing piece is. Oh, I killed you. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Z rotation on the other stick would be
The cursor.
moving the turret around. Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess we need to can we check what input device we're using? Because it seems like the mouse is now verboten.
Oh, that's interesting. How did it know?
I don't know. It might have just decided. Oh well. Also, I was dead. So.
Oh, it was dead. I think both things are active.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is hard as a two-player game.
Because you don't know where I'm driving, right?
I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah. This is potentially a way to play the game. Oh, God.
Oh, shit. Forgot about that.
I'm having a good time.
Yeah, it's fun. Does the control remap correctly the direction-wise for you?
Yeah, it totally does.
Good.
It totally does.
I'm glad that thing we wrote still works.
Hey, man, it's math. We're all Andrew Yang gang.
Yang. Oh, no. Please. Never Yang gang.
Okay.
So, yeah,
controllers.
I guess if we detect the controller, it'd be interesting. We could choose to look for Z instead. It's actually a wildly different thing because like we have this cursor position, but not like.
It's not just Z, right? Like, what is the other stick? It's Z and Y rotation.
No, it's
Z-axis?
Z-axis and Z. I don't know what that means. Isn't that weird?
It is weird. Does Unity have an abstraction around this?
I was kind of hoping they would. I feel like twin stick with a mouse and a controller should be like
Unity. What would you gamepad library? I mean, stick control, right stick.
Is there like a mouse? Oh, I see. There's keyboard support and gamepad support. Dead zones. Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's got everything. Like they just call it button north.
I mean, who wants to figure out the X, Y, A, B?
Yeah, they should
symbol
They
shit?
should have a name that is like the first slot is the PlayStation, the second slot is the Xbox, and the third slot is the
Nintendo,
Switch. So it's called the Square XY.
Oh, that'd be
Right?
bad. I am so flabbergasted that Xbox and Switch have X and Y and A and B flipped. I don't know how we ended up in that world.
I think Microsoft did it. They didn't like
intentionally?
they didn't like the reverse ordering of the Super Nintendo controller because Super Nintendo goes
YX?
it goes Y, X at the top,
Oh.
and then B at the bottom, and then A on the right.
Real bad.
And I think it's because they read left to right or right to left, right?
Is that why?
I think that's why.
Oh my god, that makes so much more sense than anything I've ever come up with. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They actually have different, depending on the publication, it can be oriented like English. It's pretty flexible that way.
Oh, in Japanese, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
actually, I think normally, at least if it's Chinese, traditionally what you do is you read vertically, so, and then you read top to bottom, then right to left.
Right.
Right. And I think Japanese,
Well,
you can do the same thing.
Yeah, because the books open backwards, right? Or,
The manga do, yeah. You think about manga reading orders, it's sort of the same idea. Although manga, you still read the panels
right.
horizontally first and then vertically.
Yeah. I see the book is open backwards. Maybe our book's open backwards.
This is getting noisy.
Yeah. Are we making it work?
One of the problems with this is the exhaust is on the bottom, so right now, like, the sides of my computer are just where the vents are just sucking in the hot air that's kind of curling around. What I need to do is get like a vinyl sheet on the shelf and then flip my computer over. I won't be able to see the sick RGB, but
That seems it's a really bad design if they're like exhaust goes down.
no. Well, you're supposed to sit it on this side.
Oh,
down.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
this
right.
is
I
actually
see.
a vertical case,
Okay.
but it's much more space efficient this way.
It is. It looks good.
Yeah. But I need to flip it over.
Your tower
Because
is
it's really working right now, right? What is my
I would say that tower is like literally a third of the volume of my awful PC case I bought.
I don't need
Holy
it.
cow.
Yeah, this is a little bit too much information for me. I'm kind of overwhelmed. But
Just give us the sweet temperatures.
the temps are in the 70s to 80s. It's kind of getting into the danger zone, right?
Damn.
I think 100 is when you need to get worried, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what's the temp on your GPU? That's the real.
Yeah.
Will never tell us.
GPU, same difference. It's actually cooler than the rest of this.
It blows my mind that all our shit just operates at like 75C. That's so hot.
It's pretty hot. Although metal gets pretty hot, but you're right. Like,
it just seems deeply inefficient.
Actually, the GPU hotspot right now is 86.
Ooh.
It's definitely the hottest part, right?
Ooh. And this is just a 2070. You don't even have that good 3080.
No, I honestly think it's the fact that like
It's in the wrong orientation.
it's in the wrong orientation.
Well, you should get one of those very cool external fans that you clamp on, like one of the laptop cooling stands or something.
Yeah, and I do wonder if I need to put this on the top as well, because I don't know. I kind of just like it where it is right now.
It looks good.
Yeah.
What if you just turned it 90 degrees? Have the exhaust go towards you.
Or that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Then you
that
can look
might
at the
be
sweet
fine.
lights. Yeah.
Then I can look at the sweet lights. Shit, I'll just do that right now. Am I gonna?
No,
we're
stream.
crash
No.
the stream. Okay.
I refuse.
All right, you
but
refuse.
I'll watch you do it after this, and you're gonna do it so perfectly that no cables come unplugged, and I'll be
Okay,
impressed.
that's fine. So you're super into getting the controller working on this.
Well, it's I want this to be a console game. I think the keyboard is sort of like we have like a big button mash on the left side of the keyboard right now.
We have an interesting challenge
Yeah.
because we want to be able to precision target specific areas of the playfield, but yet we want to be able to swing the turret around really quickly.
Which I think the second stick lets us get at pretty good. Well, depends on the
Is
mode.
the second stick moving the cursor, or is it moving the turret?
Or is it rotating? Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
And I wonder if it depends on the weapon too, because like.
Right.
What and I think
we have the left trigger to help change modes as well, right?
Well, I recall. I think we talked about this a little bit last time, where we were thinking that we were talking about the mortar in Hades, where it kind of. It's when you press the button that you get the surface decal, and it actually like sort of aims where it thinks you should aim by default. Like you point yourself in a direction, and then you let the mortar fly. And you kind of get this like as soon as you press the button, you can like adjust the depth of the.
What does Hades do?
Look up Hades Mortar. Hades Mortar is.
Just play it.
Oh, you got it right here. Fuck yeah.
Oh no, wait! I had to reinstall my computer. I don't think I have it.
No Hades.
No Hades. What's on my Steam? An update. Go figure.
Every freaking time.
They update pretty intensively.
It's a goddamn web app.
Yeah.
Just serve me newer HTML. Come on.
Yeah.
I
You'd
hate
be
Steam.
surprised. Yeah.
I would.
It's
be.
not even Electron, right?
It's like
their own weird.
vintage Java app that like serves a bunch of web pages.
Yeah. What do I have anything installed? I have the Ascent.
Oh, if you hit the play button, you can see
This one.
Yeah.
I have
Boom.
Pyre and Shadow Tactics. There's not much going on this computer. I think I
good
uninstalled
choices,
some
though.
stuff. Yeah.
You can install Hades real quick. It's gonna take forever to get to the gun unless you have a
You're right.
save slot.
I don't think I have my save.
Okay.
Fuck.
You play on Steam, right?
Does it save on Steam? I don't know.
Oh yeah, Steam just saves it all to the cloud for you.
Well, I'm just gonna get Hades anyway. God damn it!
Just install Hades.
Now I'm gonna be playing Hades again. I have too many games.
Don't.
You just gave me Deathloop.
Don't play Hades. Deathloop is a work game.
Okay. Did you find it to be work?
No, I mean I enjoyed it, but I also sort of like the whole time I was playing, I was like, I've seen everything else do this better.
Oh. Wait, what did it just do when I clicked on it?
It queues it up.
But it doesn't actually download it.
It like yeah. Oh wow. I'm just gonna check our stream stats real quick.
Yeah. We're just gonna be infinite.
There goes the frame rate. Oh, we are gonna be infinite for a second. I wanted to. Do we have? You don't have stats up.
I don't have stats. It's 60 FPS.
All right, I accept that.
Yeah. I mean, one's going down, one's going up.
That's a good point. Two equal pipes.
Yeah.
This is very fast. No, I liked Deathloop a lot. It was very simplistic. It didn't really surprise me. The shitty twist everyone talks about is kind of shitty.
Okay.
And it was the murder simulator puzzle box I put together was like fun.
Okay.
Yeah. At the end of it, I think it was like a very commercialized Outer Wilds. like Outer Wilds, but like make it AAA.
I could get into that. I had a hard time with Outer Wilds. I found it too obtuse.
It is a much less obtuse Outer Wilds.
Okay.
Yeah, which I think is good. Like I want to see more games do murder board, time loop, mystery shit.
Yeah.
Like good concepts. Outer Wilds was just a better version of it.
Yeah. I wish I could enjoy Outer Wilds because like everybody says it's like the greatest game ever made.
But that was the one that made you super duper sick, right?
It made me really sick
because it's like full Newtonian like ship physics, which
it also made me claustrophobic as well. Because like there's sometimes you just like jump down a well, like a gravity well, you know, and like you're just kind of like all.
When like and you're in a space like you're always sort of like enmeshed in the UI where it's like you're in a cockpit or you're in a spacesuit. Also, you could jump out of the ship without your spacesuit and just die instantly.
Yeah.
Which was my favorite part, actually. It was such an unforgiving little game.
No, I mean, I kind of like the idea of that, though.
They just released the expansion pack to it that I really want to play.
Why wouldn't you?
I'm going to.
Okay.
Apparently, it's like a whole second game. Also, apparently, it's horror-based.
Yeah, people talk about one section of that game. I guess it's like stealth oriented. That's like really, really difficult. It's like people are gonna rage quitting it.
It's where I did not finish it because I got to that and I was like, I can't do this part. Like.
Oh, so you've been playing it?
I was talking about the original.
Oh, the original one also has that.
Yeah, where it's like when you get to the fucking where are they anglerfish like. I'm gonna spoil it. Sorry.
No, spoil it.
There's a scene near the end where you like. Suddenly there are enemies. Like there's no enemies in the rest of the game.
Throttle now? What's going on here?
Huh. Are we on the internet? What the fuck?
We are on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, here we go.
You know what it was? I wonder if Steam is actually BitTorrent. And like getting that last packet off BitTorrent.
Is this gonna stream? Will OBS know what to do?
I mean, I'll pull up a stream, but I think it will.
Okay.
You're doing screen display,
Do I want
right?
Vulkan or DirectX? I think I want Vulkan.
I don't know what either of those means.
Why even present the user with the choice? It's because they have no faith in the reliability of the drivers.
They're
like,
so you need an opt-out, basically.
And it's like a major piece of the UI. It's just like every time I want to play the game, it presents me with that choice, as if it's that important. Weird.
Well, you know, what's also weird is that the last thing on the stream is... It went black? Am I still here? Okay, it's catching up.
It's catching up? Okay. Alright. Well.
Maybe Twitch is bad.
Maybe I don't care. Maybe I just want to play Hades.
Yeah. What's also weird is that the last thing on the stream... I can never tell how far behind we are on this shit.
Yeah.
That looks like Hades to me.
Okay, that's
oh yeah,
yeah, the game is there. Nice. Okay, I want the gun. I don't remember how to play, but
that's alright. Just get.
I can just train against this guy, right? Give me the gun. What does R1 mean?
R1. Oh no, you don't need this menu.
How do I select? Is it? Oh, I got it.
Okay, so.
Oh, and it takes over your move control.
Exactly, but then normal shoot is what square, and that's twin stick, right? Like, it's actually not twin stick, is it?
No, it's not. I think you have to just aim.
It's tank controls. Huh. So when you hit special, it's
got some auto aim, right?
It does, yeah.
Oh, I really want to play this game.
I started a new one on PS5 because it's better than the Switch version.
Yeah, this game doesn't read super well. I feel like. Oh, did I just accidentally give him a thing?
You did. That was very nice of you. Whatever. Skelly's a nice guy.
I only had 2 ambrosia though.
Whatever. You have 26. No, you have 26. And you have 1 nectar.
How did I give it to him? What was the button that I pressed?
Right bumper. No, right trigger.
That is a little bit too easy to press.
It is a little too ezy to press.
All right. I'll avoid doing that from here on out. What does right bumper do? Oh.
That's only the second one you've given him? Man, poor Skelly.
Yeah, I was trying to get laid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's right. I would always run into the explosion because I have the thing that makes you more powerful when you run into the explosion. God, this game is so good.
It's a really good game.
And all of their games are good, but this is like
this one's
shockingly better than anything that they've made.
Right? Oh, absolutely. Well, I think it is just a strong continuation because it looks a lot like the rest of their games.
Are we tacitly making Hades but with
a tank?
A tank.
Sure.
Hades with StarCraft, a StarCraft siege tank.
That's fucking rad. I mean,
what if Hades, but your main character was a StarCraft siege tank? I think that's actually our elevator pitch right there.
I don't hate that. Interesting.
Nice.
Okay, we're gonna have to find other tanks to romance, I guess. But that'll work.
Other tank drivers.
Yeah.
There's a whole universe of tank drivers, mechanics.
Yeah.
Statisticians, cryptographers.
So what if Hades but Pacific Rim, basically?
Oh, yes. Ooh. Nice.
Which actually is also great.
I don't know how much this is informing us, right? Well, I guess it's telling us like how we move like an area around, right?
I kind of. It's tough because I didn't actually consider this isn't a twin stick game technically.
We're gonna be shooting with the right trigger. It has to be the right trigger.
We're gonna shoot with the right trigger. Yep. So is it when you hold down right trigger, then you... So wait, if you're moving with the left stick and you hold down the right trigger to shoot, you can move the reticle, like your shoot becomes a reticle until you release, basically? Does that sort of make sense?
What I was thinking is that when you're moving, you can aim with the right stick.
Mm-hmm.
And either you aim like this, where you're controlling the cursor in space,
mm-hmm.
or you aim in that, like, wherever you point the stick is where the turret's pointing.
I see. So basically you can just get a, like, circular, yeah.
Which means that you can turn around really quickly,
mm-hmm.
right? Whereas this, if I'm over here,
it's hard to get back.
It's hard to get over here. However, I also love the idea of having an aim button. I don't want to give Skelly another embroidery. I don't think I can right now, right?
No, you can't right now.
Yeah, good. Where you pull the left trigger, and that increases your ability to target precisely.
Oh. I do like that.
Right, I don't know exactly what the mechanic is.
Yeah.
But we might want to play with that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's why I want to, like, try this with the controller, or, like, get the controller inputs in there, because it just feels so different.
Tell me summon unavailable, which means that it thinks I'm trying to summon.
Oh, left trigger is summon, right?
Oh, but I'm surprised I can... oh, I see. So it's both summon and give up your hardened ambrosia.
Oh, no, right trigger is ambrosia, left trigger is summon. I think. You've got a bunch of triggers over there.
I got a bunch of triggers.
Yeah.
Whatever, I'm just fucking everything up right
now.
Oh, man, this game is so good.
Yeah, I mean, fuck Skelly up, whatever. Well, and like,
what is reload again? Is it...
probably square for this one. Oh god, it's click the right stick. That's the worst. The gun was like the worst weapon in this game, but also the best. It doesn't work like anything else.
I think my favorite weapons are the gun and the fists.
The fists are good.
Yeah, and then maybe the spear.
I'm a big bow fan, actually.
Bow's good. It didn't go fast enough for me, I think. It was a little bit slow. Shield is probably my least favorite.
Mm-hmm. Take this in like the first level too. Let's just sort of. I'm kind of curious. Like,
right, let's go for a whirl.
We're not gonna do a whole Hades round.
How do I go?
Right bumper.
Oh, it's prepare. I don't have
Fill
anything
the heat
activated.
gauge to 7. Good God, Jeff, you played a lot of this. You beat this so many times.
I play 55 hours.
Holy shit! Yeah, but heat 7 on a bunch of weapons is so much time. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I'm looking to get back to that. It's hard actually playing.
And it's got the little clave song. Oh
yeah. I was like, do you have headphones and are you hearing this somewhere?
I can totally hear it right now.
It's in your head.
Yeah.
I like the playing a new run. I'm moving too fast for the story. So like it never.
Oh shit.
Oh, that was your summon.
Whoa, this is really sensitive.
Yeah,
Why did it summon? I wonder. It keeps saying summon unavailable, which makes me think that it maybe left trigger.
I think you're just resting on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And maybe it needs a dead zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what are we doing now that we're actually playing the game? You had a.
I was just curious how the shooting versus mortar felt as you were trying to use it, because the fact that it locks you into. Wow, man, you are really.
I'm really not pressed. I'm barely not like.
I wonder actually if the DualSense is maybe we don't have the right driver for it, and it always thinks that trigger is pulled or something.
Okay, yeah. So you're talking about the mortar here?
I was curious. Yeah, just like it stops you to shoot it.
I don't hate it.
It's actually not. I think it's since it's so much more powerful, it kind of works.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were like my big questions.
Okay, but yeah, we want the decal to be projected, right? What is this actually doing? This actually is not a projection. It's a lot easier.
Right, it's drawing it on the floor level, which I think we should do as well, because it'll look really weird if it's on top of the walls.
The problem is we have a lot of adjacent walls, right?
We don't have to. I mean, I'd be down to. We could change how the walls work. We could also make them transparent.
Yeah, I was looking at. Oh, okay, enough Hades.
Yeah. You gotta give up. It's okay.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Did you ever play mouse and keyboard? Oh, you don't have the you don't have it.
I've never played it on a PC. Yeah.
Oh,
the Bite Man just popped in. Are you making a real-time dungeon crawler? Sadly, no. Though, kinda, maybe.
Sorry, Bite Man, if we
I feel like
we ignored you, because that window was not in the foreground. But it is not a real-time dungeon crawler. Not really.
No,
unless you consider this a dungeon.
I mean, this sure could be a dungeon. It's a real-time tank crawler. And we are trying to bring some real-time strategy into this, so yeah. I don't hate real-time dungeon crawler as a straw man.
Yeah.
Actually.
A real-time dungeon crawler? Maybe.
Kinda.
We've got a little bit of like a gauntlet going on here.
Did you ever play like Dungeon Keeper or any of those where it's like you actually like build the dungeon for the heroes to invade?
Yeah, I mean we've got some of that, right? It's sort of tower defense sort of stuff.
Fun.
Yeah. I'm so disoriented by these controls right now. We'll figure it out. I think what we're sort of trying to balance out here is that before we had right click and build and left click shoot, which felt really good, but we didn't know what to do with the cursor.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know what to do with the cursor, but it almost feels a little bit like cart pulling the horse a little bit because cursor rendering should be a secondary concern. Like it should be like how quickly you can do stuff should be your primary concern.
Yeah. Can you?
Yeah.
I guess I'm trying to think about building as a more
deliberate thing as opposed to like a real time thing.
Well, or just like as not like we've been building really really fast, and we're throwing out like as many. We're throwing like a dozen walls at once or dozen turrets at once, and I feel like that actually won't be viable. Can we look up the Frostpunk like console UI? I thought it was really good when I checked this out.
PS4, let's say.
Yeah, let's see if there's like a
PS4 gameplay, maybe.
Yeah, I think gameplay will be good. Because I like the way that like some RTSs out there are handling building shit.
Okay. Okay. Let's.
Oh, that was it. Back up a second. That was pretty good. Cause it's like you get into a mode and it's like, I think they really take advantage of the wheel basically. Like
yeah. I think
so
weapon wheels.
So I kind of want our build mode to be like you hit a button to get into build mode. You pick a thing and you like plop it. And I wonder if you build on the spot. Well, no.
Yeah, what was that game that we were talking about before that is kind of similar to what we're doing right now? It's third person. You played like an alien-looking mage.
What are you talking about? That sounds cool.
And it was from like the early 2000s.
Third person. You played an alien-looking mage from the 2000s. Was it Giant Citizens Kabuto? I love that game.
No, I have it on Good Old Games. Let's see.
But are you logged in on Good Old Games?
I'm not logged in.
I am too afraid to put 1Password on my Windows PC.
No, I have to get.
Yeah.
Why are you afraid? I'm curious.
Because I don't trust Windows to not like blow my shit up. Like I like expect my Windows PC to get hacked at some point just by virtue of like running it on the internet.
Yeah, where's my games? I have 8 games. Sacrifice. Yeah.
Oh man, that's right. This came up. I remember beta testing this, and that came up last time too.
You beta tested Sacrifice?
I beta tested it for the Mac. I did like I was a beta. Oh, what the fuck?
Video game PC.
Aspire did the Mac port, and I was on their beta testing list when I was like 14, and it was great.
Okay, yeah.
They just kept
so
sending me free
they
shit.
definitely did the whole like
Oh.
gesture-based spell casting, and what it is,
yeah.
you hit like right click, and then you had a little tree. You had like a first level of the tree, then you went a certain direction, and that expanded another wheel.
That's cool. Yeah.
You went a certain direction. So yeah, you just saw him do that right there. Let me back up. You see?
Oh, it's really subtle.
Let me slow it down. Yeah, I've never gone below this, but let's. Did I go back too far?
Maybe. Lost it.
I think this
Oh
was
man,
right
this
here.
this reminds me of Myth: The Fallen Legend 2 or whatever it was.
Yeah, this game is really hard.
A lot of games from this era were really
It's true. Come on, cast a spell. This has actually got some MOBA-y stuff, right? You're like a main hero character,
yeah.
but then you could like summon little groups of little mobs of dudes. And you're like not a very charismatic main character model. It was kind of more goofy. Like back in the day, you didn't have to look cool as long as you looked goofy.
That was it?
No, not
Okay.
yet. Let's blow it up. There.
Oh, that's so tiny. Yeah, I saw it.
So you basically hit a button,
It's down here.
yeah, and then you go one direction, and then you go
Oh,
to
that's
the next thing. Yeah.
that is fast and efficient.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the like multi-tiered weapon wheel basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's basically exactly what it is,
Cool.
and they take different shapes.
I think I've seen like
It's almost fighting game-ish.
Last of Us kind of had that too. It had like a sort of a real-time-ish construction wheel that you could use.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the reasons why I'm afraid of having 1Password on this machine is that I don't have any kind of like disk level encryption enabled.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't trust
So
their
Twitch,
firewall. Yeah.
now you know that, and you can come to my house and steal my computer.
You know, if someone stole my encrypted drive anyway, they could probably get into it.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Come to think of it, I should probably re-enable the disk level encryption, because the reason why I didn't have it on is I was having issues showing stuff on the screen before Windows booted.
Oh.
It was a USB-C thing. But now I'm using a DisplayPort
Oh yeah, turn it back on.
or DisplayPort.
Cool.
So tell me about this UI.
Oh, I mean, I think it's the double weapon wheel too.
Okay, it's just a weapon wheel, and
Yeah,
then
with like snapping buildings, right?
is
So,
the cursor always center screen, or can you move it away?
the cursor is not always center screen. It's like I think it is left stick to move camera, right stick to move cursor.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah.
But this is the type of game where you're not super worried about precision of the cursor, because you don't have to work that quickly.
You don't have to work quickly, and it does a lot of snapping for you, which is
Okay,
nice.
it does
Yeah.
snapping.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think we have a little bit of snapping with the mouse cursor, right?
We do.
We have some snapping which we can enable while you're in build mode.
I guess
And
I
then-
guess I want to, maybe what I'm thinking is that I want to see us sort of pull up the weapon wheel for building instead of having the toggle too. I think it'll make like, if I hold down the build trigger and I get the like, am I doing a wall or a turret, and then you pick one and you drop it down.
It's kind of funny how this cube doesn't really draw very well.
No, it's that 1 pixel. Is it shaded? Have we never looked at it from this side?
I think that's what it is, actually.
That's really funny. We can fix that.
No, maybe it's the light. We have like a world light, right?
That's what I'm saying though. It's
Yeah.
using lighting, but the rest of our objects aren't.
Aren't lit, yeah. Okay.
Sorry, shaded is a terrible word for that. You're right.
No, I knew what you were getting. I knew what you were getting at.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
So you want to like click and then choose what you want.
maybe.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Or what if you like?
It's tough. We're putting a lot of input ideas into one player character, so
It's a lot, yeah.
I'm not surprised.
It might be
like,
the downfall of the game.
possibly.
But currently, this feels worse than what we had before. But it does make the cursor really clear.
Yep.
As to what's going on,
which
right?
I think is a big win.
Because if you have the crosshair on all the time, then building becomes weird. Maybe if you held right click, then it changed the cursor.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I don't hate that.
Well, that I think is kind of the build wheel idea. Yeah.
But then how do you cancel out? Maybe the center of the build wheels cancel,
Mm-hmm.
and you just let go and it doesn't build anything.
Okay, so like if you pull it up and you get a thing where you can like snap into your build options, and if you like aim at it, basically, like you pull it up, you aim at wall, and then you're in wall mode until you put a wall down.
So what I was saying
it is like a
is,
gestural spell thing. Yeah.
what I was saying is you right click.
Mm-hmm. What?
Oh, you know what? This is tough because like what we want is some indication of where you're gonna build.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you move your mouse around, then you're going to move the cursor.
Yep. Jeff, I do love the idea of right click to open up your gestural spell menu and pick what you're about to build, and then you right click again or you click to build it. Like if it's right click up for wall and then you just pop a wall down.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like,
So rather than having a Q button,
yeah,
what you do is you're always in shoot mode, but then if you right click and then pick your building, then you're in build mode, then you
drop the building, yeah.
And maybe you right click again to cancel out.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And I think the biggest distinction is that like we'll no longer be able to do this, but I don't think that's what the game is.
No.
Right? Like it's fun, but I don't think we'll be throwing shit out like that with limited resources and in real time. I think we'll be like more deliberate. Or maybe not. You think the other way?
No, I think it's fun. I'm trying to think of like if you right click,
Can I keep Twitch chat up?
do you have if you right click, do you have the previous thing that you built selected already, or you have to do a wheel gesture to get it every single time?
Oh, it's a good question.
And then if you right click and you build, then you lose the build mode entirely. It's cleared out, or can you continue building?
That's interesting. Maybe you could build. Maybe you could continue building and right click again to cancel. So it's like enter, select what you're building, and cancel. And is it right click hold that brings up the wheel versus switching into the mode? There's a lot there.
Yeah, hold right click.
I could see that. It's kind of like the tap and hold. It's like tap to switch weapons in an FPS, or like tap and hold to bring up a weapon wheel.
I think we have to implement a couple of these things.
Yeah, I think we have a couple to try. These are good ones though.
Yeah, which becomes interesting because I think the way that we implement it now, we have to start abstracting a little bit, right? We need to basically send build commands. We'll just have like different update functions, and we can swap them in and out, right? That do different styles of input handling. This is a pretty important piece of the game already.
Yeah, and
I like it.
I think we have a couple good options for figuring it out. In our last, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, do you want to should we see if we can figure out how to make the controller and the keyboard like do them both? Like what is our abstraction for like press X versus shoot or something, or pull trigger?
We can do a note form for sure.
Yeah. Well, like if we wanted the trigger and left button to be the same thing, what do we do? Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like what is the abstraction? I don't want to implement any of the things we just talked about. I want to just like have a more standard thing to try it out on both systems.
Okay.
I guess it's like input like get south button or mouse button down, but that's our get shoot button function. Is that what it is?
Check shoot. Yeah, I mean, what you're saying is like this, right?
I guess, yeah.
Is it gamepad?
I think it's input. I think it's all input.
Get button down.
And then button south, yeah.
Well, this is shooting, right? And we want it to be right trigger.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And what are the button names?
Left trigger,
It
right trigger.
is actually gamepad.
Oh, okay.
But this is an input system, though. Like, what does that mean? And this is actually a weird version of Unity. It's a package called input system. So we can't use that. Unity, gamepad, button names.
League of Pop says keycode.mouse1. League of Pop, we're trying to get sort of find the unifying factor between gamepad and mouse, and hoping that Unity has some abstraction, but it might not.
Yeah.
Keycode.mouse1.
Joy-num. That's a joystick.
Oh wait.
I don't know what class we're in right now.
Yeah, that's
it
fair.
is input. Okay.
Mapping virtual axes to
What I want is the
control.
reference.
Mm.
Do you think
Wait,
this
was that not the reference?
This is the manual.
Oh, scripting API then. You guys switch tabs at the top here.
Ah, nice.
League of Pop says it's got a fire button too. That's interesting. I wonder, yeah, like does the gamepad have a fire button, and we map that to mouse and
Yeah, I'm not in love with Unity wrapping the mapping itself. Like, I'd rather have Unity just be the physical things, and then we invent the abstraction.
I guess I'm okay if like Unity lets us define what that wrapping is. If we can like say that there's a fire button that is left mouse or X or trigger or something.
Yeah, I guess it's fine as long as everything is just like button presses.
Yeah.
But if we do things that are more sophisticated, like key chords or when I say chord, what I mean is like multiple buttons being pressed down at the same
totally.
time. Then it becomes a little bit more complicated. Unity engine input, right? So if you scroll up.
I was looking for that and not seeing it.
Oh man.
Here, type input in. Yeah. There we go.
I don't know
Okay,
why
so
that
so we've got get button, get key code, get axis. So we're using get axis for our motion.
yeah, and that's fine. And getting button down, I think what it is there's a mapping where Fire One is basically.
Lika Pop says the new input system is what we're talking about, and it's a dpole. So fun.
Good. Yeah.
But so okay, so wait, so if there's get button Fire One, what is Fire One?
I think that's something that you can figure yourself. There might be defaults,
Ah.
right? Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3 are mapped to Control Alt Command keys,
And 3 mouse or joystick
stick
buttons.
buttons.
Okay.
What I want is is the main gamepad's right trigger pressed down? which feels like a simpler API,
Yeah.
right?
Well, if we switch it to fire, if we switch mouse left to fire down right now, are we gonna get mouse left and the X button basically, which is like at least a place I'd be happy. Like I feel like it's moving us in the direction.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just get button down, and what we're talking about here is just Fire 1.
Yeah, and I guess it's get button, not mouse button down. So it's probably that get button down function, yeah. And I know this isn't like the
Party down. It's not going to be the final thing.
No,
right?
no.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to sort of get a little more into what they think their input system is, what they know their input system is. But yeah.
Yeah. And I'm guessing that you can probably change the mapping of what Fire 1 is.
I'm hoping that because it says by default, right?
Okay, yeah, it's the square. It's kind of fun. But
See?
we can't twin stick this, right? It needs to be the right trigger, or else we can't aim with our. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
unless you're weird, right? You play like this. Some people do play claw mode, right? Some people play like Souls games, like claw style.
Whoa, I could see that. That's a good game for that.
Yeah, I don't know what do they do? Do they control? What do they do with their thumbs?
I really want. There was like the back button attachment for PS4 that like.
Oh yeah, the back triggers.
Like
here.
I want some back triggers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Like put X on back trigger or yeah.
The Xbox Elite controller comes with that built in. These kind of back switches.
Well, I guess I'm not elite enough.
No.
I might.
No.
I've
I hate to break it to you.
I've considered buying a Series S a couple times.
The game could
to-
just be that you're firing at this like severe 30-degree angle off of the and you just have to position yourself correctly.
I mean, I like the twin stick approach where we have actual 2 players controlling each stick.
Was that not an FPS tactic to move your body rather than move the gun sight? Right, you move your body to aim.
Oh,
Than, like,
I've seen that. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, so square.
Yeah,
Great.
it feels good. You want to try it?
I do.
It feels fun.
No, see, I'm just so happy that the button press works.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So I guess, yeah, aiming in doing our aim stick is we have questions where what we actually want. We want to aim this in a circle.
Here's our homework for tonight after
Yeah.
we get off stream is
Yeah.
we need to go into a document and write down all of our possible input
Okay,
ideas.
yes, let's
Because it's like on our minds right now.
Yeah.
It's fresh and
Let's
we're
do it.
feeling
We're gonna start an Obsidian mind node.
exactly. Or Notion. I'm in
Notion.
I'm in Notion right
Let's
now.
do Notion.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Or a Dropbox paper or whatever.
Sweet. Should we pause here then?
Okay, I think we're good. Yep.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining on the
Yeah.
stream.
Thanks
Sorry
for hanging,
we.
Lake Pop and Bite Man.
Yeah, sorry we didn't pay attention to the stream earlier, but or the chat earlier.
We're setting up a new.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Take it easy, everybody. Have a good night.
Cheers.